Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, I'm going to do the camera glass replacement of this device. It should be pretty easy with this new camera glass. So for the broken camera glass, you can use alcohol in order to help you soften the double-sided tape and remove the glass. But you can also use a heat gun in order to hit the area where you have the glass, and then use one of your blades to remove the broken glass. So before I start, I'm going to add some heat resistance tape on the center of the camera glass, then hit the camera glass area, remove the heat resistance tape, and then start removing the broken glass. So this should be enough. The heat resistance tape is in the center of the broken camera glass, and I'm going to hit primarily on the edges where you have the double-sided tape. Then start removing the glass, then we will see how to move next. So now I'm gonna remove the heat resistance tape. Then from here, insert the blade and remove the glass. As you can see, you might have broken glass all over the place. But if the camera glass and the double-sided tape is to the right temperature, you will be able to do the same thing and start removing the glass. After this, I'm gently going to tap for the broken glass to fall on the table. Then continue with my blade, put it under the glass and push the blade inside. Then pull up. Then continue to apply pressure so that it is getting lifted. So this is how the glass is, and then I'm going to keep pushing. So due to the amount of heat on the double-sided tape, it might be easy to remove or a little bit difficult like right now. So while doing this, make sure that after that you tap the device on the table to push all the broken glass and dust on the table. Then here I'm just going to pull and remove this big piece of glass. So here's the device with the broken glass at this moment. I can use the heat again, but in order to use the heat, I will have to cover all this area with double-sided tape, the exposed camera modules and the sensors. Cover all that with the heat resistance tape and heat this area. This is what I can do, or I can simply use alcohol now to help me remove the rest of the broken glass. This is the alcohol that I'm going to use, 99% isopropyl alcohol. I want the strongest because it is going to be the most effective. So just pour a little bit of alcohol, soak the blade, then bring the blade near the broken camera glass, just like this. Once you're near, the blade and the alcohol will soften the double-sided tape. Then you can just go under and remove the broken camera glass, just like that. And once the alcohol is under the double-sided tape, it is very easy to get removed. So in the beginning, you could have used alcohol to start the removal process by simply putting the alcohol around the edges and start removing the broken glass. So you can effectively do this with alcohol or using heat. I like to start with heat. In my previous videos, I was doing it with alcohol also. So for the alcohol method, you simply dip the blade inside the alcohol, nothing else, then come near the broken camera glass and insert the blade under the broken camera glass. Very easy. You will see the blade will go through and then the glass is going to come out. Do the same thing again. Dip the blade inside the alcohol, then come here around the camera bezel edge, push the blade inside in order to soften the double-sided tape, and then pull the broken glass out. This method is very clean. It doesn't leave too much excess broken glass, since the alcohol is going to prevent creation of broken camera glass dust, and this is a lot cleaner and better if you use the alcohol. Using the heat can still work, but you will have to use more heat resistance tape to protect the camera modules before you move forward. So just like this, dip the blade inside the alcohol, come here, and then insert the blade going under the broken camera glass. Once you're in, simply lift the broken camera glass. Gently tap the device on the table to make sure anything, all the small dust and debris fall on the table. So I come here, dip the blade inside the alcohol, come near the camera glass edge, press the blade inside, go under the broken camera glass. With the alcohol, it is going to get softened and easier to remove. So continue doing the same thing. So this is where we are currently with the removal of the broken camera glass. So at this point I can simply take this and remove the broken glass and the double-sided tape. Then I will dip the blade inside the alcohol again, then come here, then insert the blade between the broken glass and the camera bezel, and continue moving with the blade in order to lift the camera glass. So this is the method to remove the broken camera glass with alcohol. So here is the last piece of broken glass. Then after I have removed that one, you can have a closer look at the camera modules with all the double-sided tape remaining on the camera bezel and a little bit of camera dust on the place where the glass was broken. After removing everything, make sure you remove all the small pieces of glass remaining on the camera bezel. Then gently tap the device on the table for all those small debris to fall on the table. Then right now, inspect the device to make sure that you have removed all the broken glass, and if you see anything stuck on the glue, simply remove it. So at this point, what's left to do is to do a little bit of cleanup, remove all the excess double-sided tape that I can see, those ones, and then try to clean everything to the best of your ability, and then test the cameras to make sure that everything is working perfectly before you move to the next step. So now, in order to get rid of all the dust on the camera module, I'm going to blow some air on it, and that should remove all the debris and dust that are on the camera module. Here's the result. Almost all the dust have been removed. So here's the final result after using cotton swab with a little bit of alcohol on the tip and removing all the glue or double-sided tape that was on the camera bezel. The result looks perfect. It doesn't have any double-sided tape left on the camera bezel, and everything looks super clean. Just take the cotton swab, put it inside the alcohol, then make sure that you do not have excess alcohol on the cotton swab. You just need a little bit. Then you come here and start rubbing on the camera bezel surface in order to remove all the double-sided tape. Make sure you do not touch the camera modules. Do not touch here, do not touch here, do not touch here also. Just clean the surface, the metallic surface on the camera bezel. And then you will have everything perfect, just like I did. Pixel 9 Pro XL without the broken camera glass. It is time to test the cameras to make sure that everything is working properly before we do the installation of the new camera glass. So as far as I can see, the cameras are working perfectly. There is no issues with the camera modules. Everything seems to be working perfectly. So then we can move to the next step, the installation of the new camera glass on this Pixel 9 Pro XL. This is the new camera glass that is going on the 9 Pro XL. In order to start, I'm going to remove the blue plastic on the back here, covering the double-sided tape. So grab a tweezer and start grabbing the blue plastic on the back, remove it, and then you have the camera glass with the double-sided tape. Then I can simply take the camera glass and double-sided tape like this, proceed to the installation on the device. So like this, Pixel 9 Pro XL, make sure that you put the camera glass inside, starting with one of the sides, one of the half circles. Then make sure the camera glass is fully inside the camera bezel. Apply small pressures for the camera glass to sit. Then after that, once you're sure that it has been seated fully inside the camera bezel, apply pressure with your finger and apply more pressure. Keep applying pressure while doing a circular motion, just like this. Then once you're done, you're sure it is fully installed, you can remove the plastic that is covering the camera glass. This one, then remove it, and you have a brand new camera glass installed on the Pixel 9 Pro XL. So here's the camera test. Here also everything is working normally. The camera does focus. There is no issue with focus. The ultra wide does work properly. No issues. The main camera sensor also does work. No issues. 2x, 5x. I can zoom all the way to 30x and everything is normal. There is no issue with the camera modules, and after the installation of the camera glass, everything is working properly.